Goodbye is a gift, and many times in our lives we associate goodbye with grief or sorrow. However, we must learn to see the blessing of saying goodbye. It may hurt badly, and we may not realize it right away, but saying goodbye to that person, to that place, or to that thing can prepare you for your promotion. We often hear that people come into our lives for a reason or a season, but when it's time to say goodbye, we try to make our seasonal help full-time employees. We try to make our temporary places permanent, and we can't do that. We have to stop. We have to understand that at the end of that season, we have to thank them or thank it for the lessons that we've learned and let it exit. It may be something that you were expecting. It may be something that you weren't expecting. It may have caught you off guard, and you may not understand it, but you have to understand that there's a gift in saying goodbye. Trust God and know that He has a plan for your life and for the people and the places and the things that are necessary for you to help carry out the plan. Listen, your destiny is never tied to anyone or anything that left. If it left, it's for a reason. The Bible says that they came out from us, that it might be made manifest that they were not for us. For if they had been of us, no doubt they would have continued with us. So if it was not a part of the plan, it had to be part of the problem. It had to be a part of the reason why your growth was stunted, why things were delayed and you weren't propelling and excelling like you intended. And I knew that when our lease was up with Lux Academy, with our current Lux studio, I knew that it was time to say goodbye. I learned so many great things in the studio. It stretched my faith in God like never before. When we opened up the studio, it was a time that we were financially stressed. My husband had just been laid off. I was facing a major surgery, and we knew that in order for this to be successful, we had to walk by faith. God exceeded our expectations. And in 2020, we are going to be walking into an era of exceedingly abundantly above all we can ever ask, think, or imagine according to His purpose. But we have to say goodbye. Sometimes goodbye opens up more than you would have ever asked, whatever you thought, whatever you imagined. But you have to embrace the gift in saying goodbye. And just like that, it's over. The end. And just like people, when I come into their lives, I like to leave things better than when I came. So when I came into Lux Studio, if you guys remember, it was a lot darker. There was a lot of paint issues up there, so I had that repaired. These floors are over 300 years old, so I had the floors redone. They did not look this good. I painted the walls, the trim, repaired some things, and left this better than when I came. So I'm the same way in life. When I come into an individual's life, I am the type of person that I don't like to say goodbye. But if I have to say goodbye, I like to leave that person better than when I came. I don't like to leave it damaged and torn and the walls, paint chipped off, and that it's been evident that I've been there, and when I left carelessly. I left them damaged, and I left them hurt, and I left them empty, and I left them confused, and I left them worse off than they were than when I came. No. When I come, I like to leave it better than when I came. When I leave, I like to leave things better than when I came. So every space is better than when I came. And as I close the door to this chapter in my life, I'm opening the door to something greater and something brighter. I don't know what God has in store for this next chapter, but I know it's going to be great. So I'll take you guys along the journey. Here's the stock room again. Cut the lights off. I love that wall over there. Again, leaving it better than when I came. My neighbors next door are leaving as well. They're all packed up. So, you know, it's so surreal. Like, I don't feel sad. I have not cried one tear. And I guess it's just me knowing, my spirit knowing, that this chapter is now closed. I'm so excited about this new season in my life. I'm so thankful for mentors like Chris, the one that you see in this video, who taught me everything I know about arranging live flowers. And I'm just so grateful for people like him that continuously push me and encourage me to move to the next level. It is so easy for us to say goodbye to things in our lives that we know are negative or toxic or things that are not good. But when it comes time to say goodbye to something that is actually good, it is so much tougher. And I want to encourage you guys to be able to do that in this season. And as I lock this door, I know that Lux Studio 2.0 will be so much better. So much better than before. So on a count of 3, say it with me. 1, 2, 3. Goodbye.